What's up, hobbies? Welcome again to another Dragon Ball content, and we're going to discuss this deck profile of Kale from the latest set, Saiyan Showdown uh, Unison Warrior. Yeah, so Kale, what does this do? When these cards attack, draw one, and at the end of your turn, place up to one card under this card in your energy and rest mode. And this, when your life is 4 or less, you may draw one card and switch up to one of your energy to active mode and flip this card over. So basically, this is energy ramp deck, but exclusively for Kale or Universe 6 cards. So this is not an all-around energy ramp deck, but we have a lot of not a lot of cards here for energy ramp with this Kale, but yeah, exclusively for Universe 6. This is the I think this is the archetype of the blue yellow from of this set. So what this does when awakened, when this card's attack, draw one, and at the end of each player's turn, place up to one card under this card in your energy area in rest mode. So at the end of each player's turn, you can place up to one of the card underneath this scale into your energy into rest mode. And it has an active battle once per turn. This card gets 5,000 power for each card under this card. So basically, that's the ramp deck that's the ramp deck style of this deck. You get a card under this card into your energy. So let's take a look at the cards in this deck. So first off, our Unison will be the SS Khalifa, Spirited Striker. So basically, most of the stuff here you're gonna see is from the Saiyan Showdown booster. So this is one of those. So it has an active main +1, but usually this active main +1 just for a control of your opponent, that this card gets 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle card with energy cost 2 or less and turn it to owner's hand. So yeah, just a little board control and a buff for this Unison. But the most important active main of this card is this -3. That if you read the card this blue Kale, which is his, and you have 5 or more energy, you may place this card under your leader card. If you do, play up to one Kefla card with 30 power or less from your deck, then shuffle it. Imagine, this is a really great card because you're gonna dig your Kefla card with 30 power or less in your deck, not from your hand. So, but yeah, it costs you need at least 5 energy, but basically in turn 3 or turn 3 or turn 4 you could get that 5 energy. Depends on the cards you're gonna play. But yeah, after that is you're gonna put this card underneath your leader, so this is gonna be an energy for the end of the turn. I'm gonna show you later what are those Kefla 30Ks that are available in this deck for you to find out. Alright, next card, the 4 of 1 drop Kale, ready to fuse. That when this card is played, look up the top 5 cards of your deck, then up to one blue Universe 6 card with energy cost of 10 or less, or one blue Unison card with a specific cost of 2 among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So basically, this is a searcher for a Unison for a Universe 6 cards or this Unison. And then active main once per turn with blue energy. Look up to the 3 cards from the top of the deck. Add up to one blue Khalifa or Kefla card among them to your hand, and place them remaining at the bottom of your deck. So this is basically a searcher for a Khalifa or Kefla without an energy cost. Just to look up the top 3. So, and this is once per turn, so you could use this every turn as long as this scale is in your board. Alright, next cards will be this for Kefla Universe 6 of Fusion Warrior. So this card, when you play it from your hand, you draw 2 cards and choose one card in your hand and place it upon your deck. And it has an active main. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, you choose one Khalifa and one Kale card in your drop area. Play this card from your hand and place the chosen card underneath. So basically, it has a fusion, Union Potara, but doesn't tell that this is the Union Pantara skill, it's basically just a Union Pantara from drop area and or your hand. No, in your drop area only. And you can play this from your hand with 1 cost. And it has an active main, limit 1. If your leader card is Universe 6 card, then you discard this card from your hand. Look up to top 5 of your deck, add to 1 blue or yellow cauliflower or kale card with energy cost of 4 less among them to your hand and shuffle your deck. So there's a specific cauliflower card that you need. So that's why most of the time I use the active main and not play this Kefla in the board. So yeah, to search for that specific card. Alright, next will be, alright, this is the ramp cards for your deck. So basically you will not play this on board unless if you want to Union Pantara Caulifla and kill into Kefla. But this is the ramp because of the active main. They have the same active main that if your leader card is blue Kale, place this card under your leader card from your hand, and you can play non-Universe 6 battle cards with 35 power or less for the game. So that's why this is this deck is locked in a Universe 6, because when you use this to ramp your energy, you cannot play any non-Universe 6 with 35 power or less. So yeah, this is basically your ramp. So you're gonna pay 2 energy, put this underneath your leader from your hand. Then yeah, this is basically your ramp. So you have 4 of each for more ramp power. Right. So that's the Kale Caulifla. Now let's go for the 3-drop Kale. So this is a negate that if you read the card is Universe 6 card in your corner, if it's your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. So this is a 1 cost negate that if your leader card is blue Kale, when this card is played, you may choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. If you do, your opponent can attack with battle cards energy cost greater than their current energy for the turn unless they choose 2 cards in their hand and place them at the bottom of their deck. So basically just like a topo negate, but it has a requirement that it is with opponent battle card with energy cost greater than their current energy. So yeah, so this is a negate for this deck. Also staple cards from other series: the Shield Army's Reinforcement, Negate Blocker, Dimension Magic of course, and Senso Beam, except exploratory extra cards. Alright, and this also from the Sun Showdown set, the SR Sister Determination. It's a negate that if your leader card is a Universe 6, negate the attack, then you may choose 1 blue card in your hand and discard it. If you do, your opponent can only attack 1 more time for the turn with battle cards or some card with 20,000 power or more. It's like a Nimbus, but it has some kind of restriction of 20,000 or more. And it has an active battle limit 1. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 of your card, it gets 10,000 power for the battle. Then choose up to 1 of your mono blue energy and switches to active mode. So it's like a Senso Beam, but it's only a once per turn. So you gotta choose if it's want to use as a Senso Beam or want to use as a negate. Alright, this card is in your errata that you could only use this at the Universe 6. Skill activated from without paying its energy cost. Look at the 7 card top of your deck. Add up to 1 blue Universe 6 card with energy cost of... no, this is not the... this is the errata, the active battle that use up to 1 blue Universe 6 card from your drop area in combo. It gets minus 5,000 combo power and skill is negated for the turn. So they errated it that its skill is negated first, then less 5,000 power in the combo area. Because yeah, you could basically get the super combo, use the effect, then negate it after using it. So they errated it. They changed the arrangement of words. Negate first the scale, then minus 5,000 combo for that super combo. So being said that, so you need your super combo need to be Universe 6, because yeah, this card is really this deck is really restricted for Universe 6. You have a mid-game Unison that it is a dual attack blocker for cost, and it has a -3 of choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle card ignorant barrier and place them at the bottom of their own deck in any order, or -2 draw 2 cards. So basically this is your next Unison after you use the -3 of this Caulifla Unison. Okay, some tech cards first before I show you the target of this card. So some, of course, Champa. Basically, these are not the tech cards, but some of the key cards that you could play this hard cast, because this is an energy ramp. So basically, you will have a lot of energies. But when you play this Kaba, it's a dual attack blocker. When this card is played, choose up to one of choose one. If it's your turn, draw 2 cards. If it is your opponent's turn, place up to one of your opponent's battle card with energy cost 4 or less at the bottom of their owner's deck, and switch out one of your blue energy into active mode. At the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode. It has an active main battle, 3 cost, 1 blue. If there are a total of 3 or more blue and or yellow cards in your battle area, in our combo area, play this card from your hand. So yeah, you could basically play this in your opponent's turn or in your turn. And another is this Kale. It has a deflect double strike that when you play this card without using any skill, meaning you can play this. No, not this. The other I think the other cards that to play early some of the Kale. But yeah, you should play this hard cast, because when you play this without using any skill, choose one. Choose all of your opponent's battle card with energy cost of 3 or more, place them at the bottom of their owner's deck. And if your leader card is a blue Kale card, place up to 1 card from top of your deck under your leader card. So basically, another ramp card for your deck. Or the second skill that you need to you can choose is if you have 7 or more energy, choose all of your opponent's battle card ignoring barrier, place them at the bottom of your owner's deck, and this card gains barrier and dual attack for that turn. So basically, if you want to ramp more, you could use the first choice, or if you want to board clear your opponent, you should choose the second choice. So it has a double strike, dual attack if you do that, and it's a 30k attacker. Alright, what are now the target of this card? Basically, the first target you could get is this from set 7. The Meteoric Energy Kefla. So this is a 30k. So as I said earlier, that if you have leader card's blue Kale card and you have 5 or more energy, you may place this card under your leader card if you do play up to 1 Kefla card with 30 power or less from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So this is a 30k Kefla card that you could play. It has an Aegis, and when this card activates Aegis, choose up to 3 of your opponent's energy, switches them to rest mode. So this is a really good defender if you still want to ramp your decks. Alright. Another is this card. Yeah. So what does this do? This is basically for me using this to play this and playing your ultimate card is you have 2 finisher in this. You have 2 card finisher in this deck, so I'll show you later. But what does the card do? You can basically use this. You can patara, just like I said earlier. You can play the Caulifla if you don't want to use it as a ramp, and so that you could play a patara. But their skill are when this card is played from your deck. So basically, you can, if this was triggered by this, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and place it at the bottom of your own's deck. And then it has an active main of 2 cost if your leader card is a Universe 6 card, and your opponent has 4 or more energy, you may place this card at the bottom of his owner's deck. If you do, choose up to a blue Kefla card with an energy cost of 8 in your hand, then play it. So, There's one card that you could play from your hand. It has a blue Kefla card with energy cost of 8 in your hand and play it. So before I show you that, there's still one target of this card for you to play. Is this of course this Kefla, the SR from the Science Showdown. It is a 30k. That this is one of the finisher of this deck because it has a double strike blocker, and if you do the limit 1 active main, it gains dual attack. What does the active main do? If your opponent has 3 or more energy and you choose one card in your hand, discard it. If you discard the same card as this card, yeah, you'll gain the dual attack and draw 2 cards. Then choose one of your opponent's card and switch it to rest mode. So yeah. So if you do that, and if you discard the same card in your hand, you'll get that dual attack, draw 2 cards, and choose one of your opponent's cards and switch it to rest mode. The first auto is that when you play this card, you set one your opponent's battle card, ignore a barrier, and place it at the bottom of your deck. So basically a semi-control but a good finisher also. It is a double strike blocker. And it has an arrival of blue and yellow energy. So what is the other target of this card with the energy cost of 8? In your hand and play it up to 1 blue Kefla is this SCR from set 7. Yeah, it is a Kefla card. As you can see, it is a Kefla card. It has an energy cost of 8. So basically, you want to stay this at your hand so that when you play this, when you activate this, the -3, you'll play this and then play into this. So if your opponent has 6 more energy or has 6 more cards in rest mode, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand. Basically, you can also play this from your no, you cannot play this. No, yeah, you can play this because you are because this deck is a ramp deck, so you basically can play this hard cast because if your opponent has total of 6 or more energy or has 6 or more cards in rest mode, reduce the energy cost of this your hand by 3, so this is basically a 5 cost. And what good about this is when you play this card, choose up to 4 of your opponent's cards, which is the rest mode, then draw 4 cards, and it is a triple strike. So this is a really good finisher for the game. So yeah, so basically this is the blue Kefla ramp. It has a early ramp, so basically you just need at least 5 for you to fulfill the ability for you to fulfill this ability. So yeah, so basically this is the blue Kale Ramp from the set 15, the Science Showdown booster. So yeah, I do hope I could help you with this idea in your local tourneys or some fun decks to play with. I've been playtesting this with my wife. It's pretty stable. Yeah, it's a mid-game ending. Especially, you really want to get this card as soon as possible. But if you didn't get it, you still have this another finisher for this deck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload it. My next deck profile would be Raditz. Hand destruction Raditz. So guys, thank you again for watching. Stay safe and see you again next time. Bye.